Good Thursday evening. It's been such a stunner of a day across southern New England. I hope you've enjoyed it. If not, don't worry, you still have some time before the sun sets, although we're going to talk more about that in just a minute. For now, let's talk about the fact that temperatures have been a little bit warmer than the last few days. Right now, most of us in the mid and upper 70s. For example, it's 77 in Providence, 76 in Smithfield, 74 as we head into Westerly and Newport, and 75 for New Bedford. But satellite and radar showing you that, yes, the sun has been abundant. There are some clouds, though, to our north, and some of those will creep in our way as we move into the evening. That's thanks to a cold front. Now, I will say this front is moisture starved. There's really nothing in the way of rain going on here, so that's not a concern. And I actually think the clouds will help to make for a beautiful looking sunset. On that note, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but today is the day. It is the last sunset after 7 o'clock. Until late March. Woof. It's just that time of year, you guys. And just a reminder that the clocks, they change as we get to November 2nd. That's when daylight saving time comes to an end. And the sunset times go back to the 4 o'clock hour. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting you know. Wake up temperatures tomorrow, mostly in the mid to upper 50s. Not too bad for this time of year. A little below average for some. For example, as we head to Taunton, looking at the low 50s, 52 degrees. Providence, 57 tomorrow morning and 59 in Newport. Then we get into the end of the morning and things are still looking pretty good. Bus stop forecast, I'd say, is solid for tomorrow, especially with the sunshine. Temperatures going up through the 50s into the 60s by late morning, but it's not going to be quite as warm by the afternoon as we were today. That's because of that front coming through. It's going to help bring more cooler, drier air in from the north, and that's going to push us back down into the low 70s, where we've been for most of really the last 3 weeks or so. Temperatures right about 73 degrees in Providence tomorrow, and most of us going to be on either side of that number. Mostly sunny and a beautiful end to our work week. But here's the negative side of all the sunshine. I know we love to be optimists about the forecast, but this is the one thing that if I could change it, I would really love to. It's beyond my power, but here we go. The drought monitor just updated as of this morning, and it didn't get better across not just southern New England, but all of New England. It actually got worse. We now have extreme drought, that level 3 drought out of 4 for parts of New Hampshire, and we also have actual drought conditions now for South County. It's that level 1, that moderate drought. By the way, we are in dry conditions for almost all of Bristol County and Plymouth County too, by the way, looking at most of Rhode Island in at least dry conditions so far. In fact, take a look at our cities across the board here, all in a deficit from the start of the year. And by the way, this does take into account all the rain we had earlier this year. Fortunately, it's just not helping considering how dry it's been as of late. The worst of it for not just South County, but the South Coast too. Chances of rain are pretty slim over these next couple of days. I do think we'll have some showers Sunday into Monday, and that's our next chance for a little bit of green there on satellite and radar. In fact, let me show you here with Futurecast as we move through the weekend. Saturday's looking pretty good. I do think showers hold off and we end up with a beautiful day. But then as we get into Sunday, another front comes through. That's going to drive some spotty showers in the afternoon into the evening, and even a couple lingering on Monday morning along with some clouds. So expect a little bit of an overcast start to your work week next week. How much rain are we looking at here? For the most part, 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. So it's not like this is going to bust the drought. In fact, this is not even close to the amount that we need, but any bit counts at this point. Weekend forecast overall, it's looking pretty good. Saturday is kind of the day, if you will. More sunshine, temperatures largely in the low 70s. And then Sunday, it's not bad. It's not a washout, but you end up with temperatures in the mid 70s, the clouds and a couple of showers as we get into the second half of the day especially. So you can still get outside, but I would plan things earlier on in the morning rather than late in the day.